Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm coming on with some project shares for Scrap Diva Designs. These are projects I made with some of the dies from the October release. So I'm going to show you the dies that I used, show you my project, show you some of the papers that I used, take some measurements. It reminds me, get my ruler out. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I will also provide my referral link in the description box along with links to all of the products. If you use that referral link to place an order, I get a commission from the sale. So thank you so much to everybody who uses that. It really brightens my day when I see that you did that. So thank you. And don't forget to use my coupon code at checkout at scrapdivadesigns.com. The coupon code is always strawberry cream, and that saves you 10% off your order. All right, you guys, so let's get started. The first one I have is this new jelly bag, and this one is, oh goodness, I think it's called the fall one. And yep, once again, I didn't take stuff out. But let me see, I put the two pieces together. So it's called the Fall Jelly Tote. Okay, so it comes with all of these pieces. Just move this over. Okay, so let me show you the pieces it comes with. And the jelly totes are so easy to put together, and they make such a great presentation for gifts. So this is the outer frame, so you can make it into a shaker or just change the frame of your bag. The main die for the bag is this one. And this one cuts out these cute little acorn shapes that you can save and use in shakers or just embellishments. They're a really nice size. There's stitching detail on the sides. You can see that there's a glue tab down at the bottom, and there's a score line there right under the stitching. So that's where you fold it. And yeah, it's a really nice size. So we'll go through how big it is once we take a look at the one I made. And here is the side piece. So you will do two of these as well. And this cuts out the acorns too. So lots of acorns to use in other projects. Here is the bottom of your box or tote. Sorry, bumped my tripod. Here's a layering piece for the bottom, which is stitched. Here's a layering piece or like a frame for the sides. I don't think I used this piece. No, I didn't. Another layering piece for the handles, which I did not use again. And then this I used. This makes a cute little acorn tag, so it's perfect to add on to your jelly tote to write who it's for or just add some decorations to it. So yeah, really nice set, and I love the teal color of these dies too. They're so pretty this month. Okay, so this is the one that I made, and I wanted to show you guys the papers I use for all the projects I'm making today, or most of them. I'm using this one, Farmstead Harvest by American Crafts. I picked this up on like a closeout deal on or at Michael's last year for $5. And then I also use this one. This one came out this year at Michael's. It's Sweet Harvest by Craftsmith. So I use both of those in these projects. So this is the jelly tote that I made. And if you want to, you can add a backing to it. I did that with the one with the last release jelly tote. But this one I just left clear. I just think it looks really cute. If you add something inside, of course, you'd be able to see the acorns a little bit better. But yeah, that's what they look like. And then I added a frame piece. I didn't make it into a shaker or anything, but I just wanted to add a different paper for the frame. So I added this like fall looking floral. The acorn paper actually has little leaves on it, if you could see that. So I just love the colors. And I did add coordinating ribbons. I added 3 different ones, a yellow, a burgundy, and like a burnt orange one. And I wanted them to be thin ribbons so it would fit the acorn tag. And this is that little tag that comes with the die set. If you could see underneath here, it does have a little loop that you can loop your ribbons through. And it does make both sides too, so which makes it really nice, and it looks very finished as well. So I used some shimmer paper, some shimmer like copper paper for the base of the acorn, and then some like just brown texture paper for the cap of the acorn. I think I've seen people put little faces on here, and I was going to do that, but I forgot to do it until after I tied it onto my bag, and I didn't want to untie it, and I didn't want to try to do it while it was on there. So I just left it off for now. But isn't it cute? And the sides look like this. Like I said, you could add a frame to it, just cut out another piece and put it there, but I didn't think it needed it, so I didn't add that. And then the back looks just like this, very simple. The bottom, I use that same leaf paper, and then for the layering piece on the bottom, I use that pretty floral. So let me take some measurements for you. This would be such a great gift tote. It measures just a little bit over 6 inches side to side. And it is, let's see, it's about 1 and, it's not an even measurement, 1 and 13/16 approximately, depth-wise. And then top to bottom, including the handle, it is about 5 and 1/8. So really nice size. You can fit lots of goodies in here, and you know, just it would make a great gift packaging. So I love it. I think it's so pretty. I love the fall colors too. So that's our first project. And then the next one, oh, this is so cute. I remember when I did my haul for these, or the unboxing for these dies, I told you guys that I had a hedgehog a few years ago. She was so cute. So this reminds me of her, and her name was Mabel. So I made mine into a card, and I will show you the pieces first. So this is the outer piece of the hedgehog, really nice and big. Of course, for, you know, a mini album, you'll be able to fit a lot of stuff in there. The next layering piece is stitched. And then this layering piece, it cuts out the inside, and then it cuts out the frame. So if you want to, you can vary the colors of that, which is really nice. And it leaves embossing marks or embossing lines for the inside of the ears. So that tells you where to put the layering piece, which is on these dies. So the layering piece for the ears is right there. There's also eye pieces. There's a nose. These little circles you can use as pupils for the eyes if you want to. The face piece, this is the like the nose background of the hedgehog, and you can see there's a little embossed smile. So you could just color that in if you want to. You could even add those little circles on the ends of the smile. And then it comes with, these are feet that have little embossed like toes, I guess, and then hands with the same thing. There's a heart you can make him holding, and or her, and there's a bow. You can either add that as a bow tie or a bow in her hair, and there's embossed lines on that as well. I like that it's flat because if you want to make it into a card like I did, it doesn't add too much dimension. So let me show you the cute little card that I made, or cute big card actually. So cute, right? And another thing I used here is a stamp from the new stamp set. So this is the one that I use. This is the fall stamp set, and these are photopolymer stamps, which are great quality. They work super well. And I use the Hello Fall one right here. And since my craft room is still, you know, not what I want it to be since the flood, I don't have my heat embossing station set up, so I use just some ink, and I love this platinum pigment ink. It's metallic from Catherine Pooler, and it makes it look like it's embossed because it's nice and metallic. It's not raised or anything, but you know, in a pinch, I think that works really good if you don't have embossing available. So anyway, that's what I did for the heart that he's holding. I did add some spun sugar distress oxide on the edges just to give it a little pinkness and tone down the harsh white. And I used various papers for the different layers. For the inset, I used this tan and white gingham that I printed out from Etsy. And then I used this tan embossed dot paper for like the frame part of the hedgehog, for the feet and hands and the base of the nose. That's the one that you can get from Joann's. That comes in all different colors. And then I used this tan paper for the stitch layer, and that has little white hearts on it, also from Etsy. And then for the main part of the card, the base of the card, I used some brown embossed paper from American Crafts. And for the eyes, I used some black glossy paper from Nuvo, and the ear insets and the little nose, I used some pink paper from Joann's. And I didn't use the little circle dies from the die set for the pupil, or not pupils, for the highlights for the pupils. I just used a white jelly pen for that. And then this is the bow that comes with the die set, and I used some paper. This paper comes from one of the new scrapbook.com, like Snow Day or Snowy Day paper pads. So I used that because I thought the pink and white went really nicely with it. And I don't know if you could tell, I don't think you can, but I did try to add a little bit of shadowing to the like embossed part of the bow, but I think I have to go over that again. And he is just adorable, or she, you know, we'll call her Mabel after my hedgehog. And it's just really, really pretty, right? So let's measure this for you. It is about 5.5, a little bit shy of 5.5, top to bottom. Side to side, it is about 5 3/4. So if you wanted to make it into a mini album, you could just put some, holes over here for ring binders or binder rings, anything you want to do. But I made mine into a card, and I made the fold down here instead of up here because I was thinking I could do a fold up here, but there are too many like bumpy lines, and it wouldn't have been like enough of the fold. So this part was much flatter, so I just added it at the bottom so it opens from the bottom instead of from the top. And on the inside, I just used the part that cut out from this frame that I used, so that leaves a little base to put a sentiment or something. I didn't put a sentiment in yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. But I love the different ways that you can add papers for that frame. So yeah, so I used the tan paper for the outer part and like I said, the gingham paper on the inside. So it looks really nice and textured and just, very interesting with the different textures, even though they're the same tone. And I did use some Distress Oxide and Vintage Photo for the tan layers, just to give them a little bit of shading and just add a little bit more interest. I think it looks really good on the nose base too. And for the mouth, I did use my, what pen was it? Let me show you. This pen, Micron pen for the mouth. I just went into the embossed lines, and then I added little lines on the sides to give it just a little extra smile. So yeah, so cute, right? Oh, I love this card. It's so adorable, I think. I'll just say that. All right, so let's move on to the last project, and this, I made a card out of this, and this is called the A2 card box add-on branches. So Erica does have an A2 card box in her shop, so I'll try to remember to link that down below as well. But I did not make mine into a card box. I made it into a card. So the main piece is this gorgeous frame. So it cuts out the whole frame, leaves stitch marks on the frame part itself, and then there are all these little branches that cut out. So it's really, really pretty, very fall-like. But if you used greens and brighter colors, you can use this for any season. Any season. You can even, if you cut that out of white, you can, like white glitter, you can make a nice snowy scene, I think. And then it comes with these extra branches too. So I did use these, and I will show you how I use these. So it cuts out 4 different ones at the same time. So I also used in this card, this die set, and this is new. This is called the Thankful Words too. And it comes with the word grateful with I love these beautiful flourishes on the sides, and then it has a shadow, and then it comes with thankful and blessed. And I did use the thankful one on my card, and it just fits perfectly across a card, and it's just a lovely sentiment, I think. So this is a card that I made, and it is just really nice for Thanksgiving or fall time, I think. So this, it says it's an A2 front, but it's the box is bigger because an A2 card will fit inside the box that the original die set makes. So the box cover would be, let's see, this is about 5 7/8 by 4.5. So it gives you an extra, 1/4 of an inch or so on each side to put your A2 card box in. So all that to say that this card is a little bit bigger than an A2 size card. So I cut the frame out of this pretty, it's like a tonal print of orange, burnt orange paper. And then I cut the extra branches out of some rose gold paper. I had a hard time saying that, from Nuvo. And I just kind of stuck those inside the corners of the frame. And then I used a background, a pretty very subtle background. That's from that Sweet Harvest collection, I think, from Craftsmith. And then for the word thankful from the Sentiments die set, I cut it out of some plain white 2mm foam, the shadow. And then the shadow I also cut out of the rose gold metallic paper. The word thankful I cut out twice of that same tonal orange paper and white, and just slightly offset it so you would see just a little shadow of white. I thought it just needed a little highlight, so that's why I added that. And then this pumpkin pie comes from a Spellbinders die set that I had in my stash, so I thought that would be perfect for a thankful kind of fall card, so I made a little pie with that. And then that same, well, actually I think it's a different die set, has these little berries in it, so I cut that out of the same white glitter paper that I cut the dollop of whipped cream out of, just to, emphasize the little white highlight part of that. So isn't that cute? I thought that was such a pretty card. The word thankful measures about, let's see, 5 and a little bit more than 5 1/4. So it'd be great for an A2 size card, which is 5 1/2. And then top to bottom, it's about 1 1/4, you know, for the tallest letters. So I just think it's so pretty. I love the stitch detail on the frame, and I'm sure it would look gorgeous as a, you know, as a box, but I just wanted a card. You know me, I love making cards. And on the inside, I used another one of those words from that new stamp set. I used the word blessed and the same ink pad I showed you. I love that it has a little heart over the S's, and mine came out just a little bit, just didn't press down all the way with the S, but I kind of like how that looks. It adds a little charm to the handmade look of it. And I did add some Distress Oxide in spun sugar again here because it was plain white paper. It was a little stark. So, and isn't this paper cute? That's from that same Sweet Harvest paper pad. So those are my projects for today. The card, the 2 cards, and the little bag. Everything will be linked down below, my referral link, my coupon code. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like my cute little fall projects. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. All right, guys, thanks for giving this a thumbs up. If you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye.